Good Erev Shabbos, Beit family. On this Shabbat Parashat Re'eh, Shabbat Mevarchim Chodesh Elul, with summer winding down, saying some of our final farewells to Beit families, returning to Israel, taking their next step in their journeys, and excitedly and eagerly welcoming new families coming from Medinat Yisrael and moving and settling here in Riverdale and here in our Beit. It's such a powerful time of transition. And I'm drawing strength this Shabbat from the beautiful words of Reb Leibele Eger, the grandson of Rabbi Akiva Eger, who was a great Hasidic master. And he comments on the opening pasuk of our parasha, Re'eh anochi noten lifnechem hayom bracha uklala. Look and behold, I am placing in front of you today blessing and curse. And he comments about the power of the word Hayom, something Rav Avi has spoken about many times. And he says, the word Hayom, moreh nechama gdola l'chol prat nefesh miYisrael. It offers great comfort to every individual, every precious soul from Am Yisrael. Because as we grow in our lives, when we greet each new day, we sometimes have an increasing sense of our finitude, our mortality, and the diminishing time that remains today to do everything I hope and seek to do, to become the self that I want to be. And says Reb Leibele, that's the gift of Hayom. The gift of Hayom is not just the recognition of our limited time and therefore the drive to push ourselves to do what we want to do, but it's the commitment that God makes, that Hayom, when we commit to something today, we see inside ourselves the immediate consequences of our actions. As the psukim go on to say, the bracha, if you listen to the mitzvot, the curse, if you don't stay connected to the mitzvot. And says Reb Leibele, these things are immediate. And he says, Korin kodem rosh chodesh hasidra hazot. That's why we read Parashat Re'eh right before Elul, because this is the time when our hearts are open and we're in a place of yearning and seeking. And he says the commitment that God makes with the word Hayom is that when we seek, we will find instantaneously. He offers this application to the famous acrostic of Elul, Ani ledodi v'dodi li, and says that the promise of Hayom is Ani ledodi. If we commit ourselves to our beloved, to God, we will find dodi li, an immediate response of the expanding presence of God in our lives. He says it applies also to another pasuk in the first aliyah, L'shichno tidreshu uvata shama. You will seek out God's indwelling presence and come there. Says Reb Leibele, L'shichno tidreshu, if you seek out God, uvata shama, you will immediately, with the power of Hayom, instantaneously be transported to the place where God is that you are looking for and find that relationship. And he says it applies too to one of the psukim at the end of the parasha, Ish kematnat yado ki virkat Hashem Elokecha asher natan lach. As we stretch out our hands in tzedakah, in giving to the best of our abilities, then immediately we will receive birkat Hashem Elokecha asher natan lach, God's giving blessings in kind. As we get ready this coming week to welcome Chodesh Elul, to hear the wake-up call of the shofar, to feel that urgency of Hayom, the sense of the awareness of all that is yet to do, may we take what Reb Leibele calls the nechama, the comfort of the promise of Hayom, of God's promise that when we work on ourselves and make room for God, we will instantaneously feel the results of God's expanding presence in our lives, of our deepening connection to the divine, to the infinite, to all that we seek inside ourselves to do better and be better. May those blessings rebound to Am Yisrael, to Medinat Yisrael, to all those in need of our tefillot, that they be answered with a year of blessing. Please God, may it be. Shabbat Shalom.